Big Safe.
Fat Man Scoop, Brooklyn Clan. What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop. And right now, you watching the sensei, the number one, the king, my dude, Big Brando. He taught me, personally, me, Fat Man Scoop. All you gotta do is keep your mouth closed and your ears open. Listen to the man talk. That's knowledge personified right there. And I wouldn't trust nobody else but my dude, Big Brando. And I said it. Fat Man Scoop, Big Brando. Let's go.
What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let's talk about what you should do if you run into issues using transfers, your embroidery machine, or your heat press. Now, as a content creator, I have some sort of small responsibility to help the people. I'm providing the information to people and to make it easy for people to reach out to me, ask questions, gain knowledge, and try to get people comfortable with their equipment or their process or whatever they're doing. Now, with all that being said, I am not a professional whatsoever in this space. A lot of this stuff was figured out on my own through trial and error and troubleshooting on my own. Now, I always get a lot of questions about how to lay down certain transfers or issues people are having. Sometimes it's an easy fix, and myself, I can kind of pinpoint and spot where some of the issues might occur. For example, people have an issue with transfers peeling up or vinyl peeling up. Maybe after a wash or two, they want to know how to fix that. A lot of times it could be there's a lot of moisture in your t-shirt when you're pressing, so you want to pre-press to get that moisture out. When you see the smoke coming off the shirt, it's actually steam coming off the shirt, and that's the moisture releasing from the actual t-shirt. You want the t-shirt to be as dry as possible. When I say moist, I'm not talking about damp, or I'm not talking about wet spots on the shirt. I'm talking about these t-shirts retain moisture that you can't see, so you want to pre-press to get that off. Now, another thing that makes transfers peel up is not enough pressure is applied when you're pressing it down. So all you have to do is increase the pressure and press a little heavier. And then sometimes you could toggle with the heat and press it a little bit hotter and stuff like that. But for the most part, pressure and moisture are what makes transfers peel. Whether it's plastisol transfer, whether it's heat transfer vinyl, peeling usually happens with not enough pressure and moisture in the t-shirt. Now, sometimes people experience cracking. Cracking usually happens when too much heat is applied. Think of it like this. When you overcook something, it turns it brittle. What you're doing is you're overcooking the heat transfer, turning that ink brittle. It happens with traditional screen printers. They don't cure the ink properly and they do it too hot for too long, turns the ink brittle, and then it cracks. Same goes for these transfers. If we apply too much heat for too long, it'll turn the ink brittle and start to crack. So all you have to do is back the heat off a little bit. All you do is just keep backing it off little by little till you get the press that you're happy with. And then you write those settings down. All right, this temperature didn't work, this temperature didn't work, but this one did. So then you circle the one that worked. And now every time you use that certain transfer, you type in those settings. It needs to be for this long, it needs to be at this degrees, pressure needs to be set to this. Write that down, put it in a little book, put it on a wall, put it on a post-it note, so that way you can always dial those settings in because you tested them out and they work for you now. So cracking usually happens when too much heat is applied, so if you're experiencing that, back off the heat a little bit. Turn it down a little. These are some of the common issues that people leave in my comments and ask about. And I've made videos about this before, but a lot of people don't want to go back and scroll through the videos, so that's why I'm making this one. But also, remember, you have the ability to reach out to any of these transfer companies. Most of these transfer companies have really good customer service, especially Supacolor, especially Transfer Express. If you have any issues, you can always go to their own social media because they're very active on there. Ask your questions on their comment section or reach out to them directly. Or they have a lot of tutorials already built into their social medias that you can watch and pick up some knowledge from. But almost every single company that you're using has a contact page, or they have a contact email or a customer service email. Doesn't hurt you none, it doesn't cost you none to reach out to them and ask them a few questions. A lot of people feel very, very intimidated by doing this for some reason. Sometimes issues might come up that I don't know about, or sometimes issues might come up that I've never experienced before, so I'm no help. So what I do is I tell them, hey, you know what, you should reach out to that company and ask them how you could fix that, or let them know the issues that you're having and they'll help you troubleshoot it. And then people's response like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bother them. Nah, I don't want to do that. For whatever reason, that customer service is put in place for you. So use them. You know what I mean? You already spent the money on the transfers. You already spent the money on the equipment. Why not use their customer service? Keep that in the back of your head. If you're having issues, and yeah, it's easy to reach out to myself. I make it very easy for people to hit me in the comments, and I try to go back and forth with people. But also, I'm not sitting around on my phone or my computer waiting for your comments to come through. So if I can't get back to you in a timely manner, you have way better success if you reached out to customer service for whatever issue you're having with whatever product you're using and have them help you troubleshoot. Chances are they already made videos about it or they wrote blog posts about it, and they'll just redirect you to where the information's at. These companies are not here just to take your money. These companies are here to help you in your business. These companies stand behind their products, so they'll do whatever they can to help you achieve success using their products. You see what I mean? Same goes for embroidery. I don't know everything about embroidery. I'm not a professional at embroidery. You guys know I use a Ricoma machine, the MT1501 to be exact, and there's a lot of you that bought this same machine that I use. And whenever you have an issue, you hit me in the comments. A lot of the issues you guys are talking about, I've never experienced before. Thread breaks, yeah. Hooping issues, yeah. But some of these other ones I've never experienced, so I can't help you. But for example, like thread breaks, it could be a tension issue. Sometimes it could be a bobbin issue. It could be a mixture of both. But a lot of times it's a tension issue. So that's where you have to start spinning some knobs, dialing in your tension. Or do the eye test to dial in your tension for every color or every needle you have to make sure it's dead on. Now outside of that, changing needles, changing thread, hooping hats, stuff like that I can help with. But a lot of times, the issue, I probably don't even know how it works, or I never even experienced this, so I am no help to that. So that's where you hit up Ricoma, because Ricoma's customer service is dead on. Anytime I've ever had an issue, they make it very easy for me to reach out, make it very easy to talk through it with one of their techs over FaceTime or Zoom or whatever it is, or email or a phone call to help troubleshoot the process. They have techs that are there to support us, so why not use them? If you're getting frequent thread breaks, hit them up. Be like, hey man, what am I doing wrong? Let them help you out. And on top of that, they have a bunch of videos on their YouTube page, so those videos will be able to help you out. But like I said, if you need somebody to explain something to you better, use their customer service. That's one of the main reasons why I went with Ricoma, because of the customer service. So remember, I understand it's very easy to reach out to the content creator and ask questions because we have the same equipment, same transfers, same machines. But a lot of times I've never experienced a lot of the issues that some of you guys are experiencing. So I am no help. But always remember, you can contact the companies directly. They all have a contact page. They all have phone numbers on the website. They all have emails listed on the website. Use those. I do it. Everybody does it. So you should be able to do it too. A lot of this stuff that we do, it's not the company's fault. It's not the machine's fault. It's not the equipment's fault. It's not the transfer's fault. A lot of it is user error. And a lot of times it could be small adjustments that we need to do as the user to get the best out of our equipment and the best out of our transfers and stuff like that. You see what I mean? So hopefully this helps some people out. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up and running into issues with transfers and their embroidery machines. So that's why I made this video, to remind people to utilize the customer service that these companies offer. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't know everything. So if you wanted real professional help, reach out to them, man, because there's always somebody waiting on the other end of that email willing to help you. See what I mean? All right, if you got any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments, please. Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.